Welcome back. On the big question tonight, we talked to Machakos Senator Sen Muthama, who has until now been a staunch member of the Wiper Party, but now accuses the party leader, Kalonzo Musyoka, of being a dictator, to the extent that he has even withdrawn from the senatorial race on the Wiper Party ticket. Musyoka now says he will support the Odinga candidature for the presidency, that is Muthama, for the presidency, but not Musyoka. So just what led to the fallout, and what is Muthama's next political move? Talk to us. The hashtag is the big question on Twitter. You can also text us on 22422. Very quickly on 22422, James Mudhiani saying nikiwa Ruiru, Muthama, sisi kama jamii ya Wakamba tunakuomba ubaki kwa siasa, manake wewe ni simba wa Ukambani. Then we also have Mua Masai Musa, I think, says Kalonzo is likely to lose his grip in Ukambani after the fallout with Muthama and Musila, his main marketers. Mutua is gaining. Keep talking to us, like I said, the hashtag on Twitter, big question. And you can also text us on 22422. Thank you so much, Senator Muthama, for making time for us.
Thank you also for inviting me.
You raised your concerns yesterday, and we saw that with how the primaries were conducted, especially in Machakos and Kitui, and even Makueni, you said. Locking out Musila and Bernard Kiala. And if you could take a look first of all some of the things you said yesterday.
Hakuna mtu anaitwa Wavinya. Sasa analetwa na watu kama Muthama wanatengemewa heti abebe kikaratasi kinaandikwa Wiper, alafu Muthama aseme candidate ndio huyu. Sasa hakuna lingine litasaidia chama. Hapana, chama hiyo itaanguka na itashindwa. Mutua au Wavinya, then I don't see a need for me to be the senator of Machakos County. I cannot go out and campaign for Wiper anywhere in this country. Therefore, I wish to stand in solidarity with those who have been intimidated and bullied.
So are you saying you're not vying as a senator for Machakos County?
First of all, my statement was very clear. And let me say this, that when I talked about not vying, I made it very clear the reasons that will make me make that conclusion. One is if Wavinya and Mutua ends up to be the two candidates to compete for the position of governor in Machakos, then my position is that I don't want to be the senator of Machakos, because that team, I cannot work with either one of them. The reason is that I've been there with Mutua. I ended up going to court with 40 cases that concerns Machakos people. We are to sue Mutua, for example, to stop him from dishing out free land, which has not been heard of in Kenya. Wavinya, she's on record with her CDF performance, which is not pleasing at all. So if you look at now the way she is being nominated, she knows that she is cheating actually, and there is a video showing how she was marking her own ballot papers, and then she accents to the governor's position through cheating. How can she be trusted with public funds that she's supposed to supervise?
Okay,
that is what I meant. So if I will have a different governor outside the two, I'll be a candidate in Machakos. The other thing that makes me not to run is, for example, if I go to Machakos and I have candidates who have been issued with direct nominations, when other candidates had already paid money for nomination, and they were disqualified with no reason whatsoever, and just being given a piece of paper being told, thank you for applying to be Wiper's candidate in this elective position, but now, since you do not qualify, wish you all the best in your future days. What does that mean? If I go to Machakos today and I say Wiper, and Wananja asking me what happened with Kiala, who stood with Wiper for 4.5 years.
Kiala appealed, right?
Yes.
And the exercise was repeated again.
It was repeated again, but
they lost again.
But no, there was no nomination whatsoever, Mohammed. Let me be clear.
Okay.
It was a sham nomination, and I can give you evidence of Wavinya marking our own ballot papers to elect ourselves in hundreds of thousands.
So according to you, it was a sham. You have said if it is Mutua and Wavinya on this ticket trying to battle it out for the governor's position, you're not going to vie as a senator.
Yes. Because I have suffered
Well, that is what has happened.
Yes.
So you're saying you're not going to vie as a senator?
I've served under the leadership of Mutua as governor of Machakos. I don't want to go through the same process again.
So you're not vying as a senator for Machakos?
If they are the candidates. Mark my words.
They are the candidates.
If there is no other candidates can stand and support,
well, right now,
whichever planet the candidate will come from, then I'm outside.
IBC has its own deadlines. Currently, as it is, they are the candidates. Are you saying you're not vying as a senator then?
I'm saying I don't think the chapter is closed. I think there is a window between now and tomorrow.
So if it is them, you're not going to vie?
If it's a two,
okay,
Mohammed, I'm out of that race.
Will you vie anywhere else? Because there's been talk that you may vie in Nairobi.
I wanted to come to Nairobi, but...
You wanted to come to Nairobi as a senator again?
My party, through the request of the party leader, they stopped me from coming to be a candidate in Nairobi.
That is before all this happened or after all this happened?
Before my statement.
Oh, you wanted to come to Nairobi? Because of the things that you've witnessed happening there?
A month ago, I wanted to come to Nairobi. But my party leader pleaded with me to stick to Machakos so that I can be able to campaign and get votes for the party. So my involvement is required, and it was required, and still it is required.
So what the party has been doing, and you said yesterday, it's being dictatorial. They have not been following democracy. You are on record, and you've said it right now, you can never be a senator where Wavinya Ndeti or Alfred Mutua are the governors. And just saying it was unfair to Kiala. Is it you? Can't you as well be accused of being undemocratic? Because you already have a position against Wavinya and Mutua. Let's even forget about Mutua because he's not in Wiper. You already have a position against Wavinya. Either way, you'd never have wanted to work with Wavinya.
Mohammed, do you know what is the word democracy means? Democracy means you making your own choice, and your choice is not my choice. You may make that choice and succeed, but that does not mean that you have convinced me that you have made the right choice. So those who believe in the two candidates, they believe in that. Those who do not believe in that candidate, in those candidates, they should also be respected.
Okay.
So my position of saying
that you can
I don't think they can make good governance should also be respected. But there is nothing personal. I'm choosing a leader here. And the problem we have in this country is we do not understand democracy. Is to challenge and say, you are going on the left side, I'm going the right side. But we still remain friends. Why not?
Fine. My question is, you said you're never going to work with Wavinya. You have a problem with her as a person, isn't it? As a leader.
As a leader.
You have a problem with her.
Leadership skills.
Okay. So either way, even if Wavinya won fairly, you'd not have wanted to work with her.
Let me say this. If she won fairly, I would have said people have decided on her. So I have no choice. Although my opinion is different about her, I will have to go with the majority and the decision that they have made.
Okay,
I take that position. But now, since she is not even being allowed by those who are sponsoring her to face the fair process of nomination, how can I support someone who is trying to go through the window? And I know there is a door and the person does not want to pass through the door.
Right, Wiper, of course, for the record, insists that nomination was free and fair. But you entitled to your own opinion, you say it wasn't free and fair.
May I say something? Kiala was called yesterday by the National Election Board, and they apologized to him. He went and he was now being begged just to accept any position and let the process proceed. But, Mohammed, let me say this. Don't ever try to compromise on issues by accepting what is wrong to pretend that that's the right way of doing things. Never do that.
Okay.
Stick to your point.
Are you staying then in Wiper? Because we've heard you in that clip saying very clearly you will not support Wiper.
One, I'm a founder member of Wiper. Number two, I still contribute money through my parliamentary salary, which is 50,000 shillings a month to that party. I haven't stopped. I'm still a live member of Wiper. Wiper does not belong to Kalonzo. It does not belong to anybody. It belongs to the members of the public and those who are members of Wiper. So I have a share in that party. And if I will go, I will have to take what is mine. I have something there. Even if
What is
it's my certificate, I will have to carry it. If I have a file there, I will ask for my file.
Okay, you're not going to support. So you're saying you're staying in Wiper, but you're not going to support Wiper. I don't know how does that work.
What do you mean support Wiper?
You said it. You said it very clear. You're not going to support Wiper going forward.
Mommy, what I'm saying is this, and get me. I have no face to go and face the electorate by telling them elect Wiper. This is the candidate of Wiper, especially Machakos, if it is the governor. That alone just tells me stay away. I'm not staying away because I'm not a member. I'm staying away from participating in the active politics. But there's a big picture of NASA, which now, through Wiper, I'm a member and a senior member of NASA. So I'll campaign for NASA. And it's not a must I go to Kambane. No. I can campaign in Garissa. I can be stationed in Homa Bay.
Okay.
I can be stationed in Kajiado and Narok. And I'll campaign from there. But I will never talk about Wiper candidates.
Why do you feel so let down by your party leader, Kalonzo Musyoka?
The reason is this. Take, for example, somebody like Bernard Kiala. Kiala has been battling battle after battle with Mutua for 4.5 years, standing by Wiper. Then he is being asked to apply as a candidate. He makes an application. He pays 550,000 shillings. Listen to this, please. He pays 550,000 shillings. He gets all the papers. On the day of nomination, Kiala realizes that there is a coalition agreement between CCU and Wiper, which is not a party, about the position he is about to run. The agreement says that Wavinya will be the sole candidate of Wiper, and there is a running mate. So there are no reason given to Kiala. Now, me being who I am, Muthama, and being the leader in that party, and being a senator in Machakos, how do you expect me now to stand and say these things have been done in the best way possible? I have to challenge.
Okay.
And if I will be misunderstood, I will accept it. But the truth is this, using the word democracy, that should not happen.
Okay. And you said that yesterday. Yes. Because this is a very serious blemish on Kalonzo as a person.
Yes.
You're saying Kalonzo
as a party leader.
As a party leader, and as a person, this coming from a Wiper, a senior member of Wiper. Yes. I mean, it's a very serious blemish on him that you're saying, in other words, he's not a Democrat. That is what you're saying. Your
judgment, I want it also. Is it fair with what I've taken you through for that to happen to Kiala? And if Muthama does not stand and defend the people of Makueni, who the same has happened, and also the people of Kitui, where the same has happened, and people of Machakos and other areas, then who is going to defend those people? There must be a sole voice that stand fearless to say things should not be done in that way. Respect everybody, no matter how tall that person is, short, poor, rich.
So,
educated.
And we have seen these tweets. Somebody has also asked that question, the same question I'm asking you now. You're saying you're going to stay in Wiper. Isn't this dangerous for NASA ultimately? Because NASA has a presidential candidate and a running mate who is Kalonzo Musyoka, who now has a serious blemish coming from a senior Wiper member that is not a Democrat. And you're still saying you're going to support NASA. How?
Let me ask you. You saw President Uhuru Kenyatta going around collecting parties who does not field, and they are not fielding a presidential candidate. Wait. But those people are coming in with their candidates in different elected positions, but they have no presidential candidates. They'll be competing down there, but the fault is going to the president, Uhuru Kenyatta. Why are you not seeing the same? I may be just an innocent citizen who goes out there to support Raila Amolo Odinga as a NASA presidential candidate. I'm supporting Raila together with the team that is with him, including his running mate.
Okay. Yes. I may not be saying the same, because there's no member of the Jubilee Party, because you've used that example, who has said the running mate of Jubilee Party, which is Ilia Bruto, is undemocratic. You have said the running mate of NASA, Kalonzo Musyoka, is undemocratic. You're saying he's dictatorial and how he's handled these nominations. Yet you're saying you're going to support him and the flag bearer of NASA.
Mohammed, will you vacate the truth by pretending it's not the truth? When you deny somebody who has paid money to be a candidate and to be allowed to go to the nomination process, and you lock that person out. For example, like David Maskai in Makueni, he was to challenge Kimuda Kibwana. He paid 550,000 shillings. He left his money there and walked out. How do you call that? How do you really call that? If there was a proper acceptance of the word democracy, the best way was to say, David Maseka, you are here, Kimuda Kibwana, you are here, go.
So you don't see this. The question is, you don't see this.
If that is not allowed, how do you call that?
You don't see this having a problem for NASA?
At all, not at all.
Or it's not even hypocritical for you to support a running mate, Raila's running mate, who you're saying is not democratic.
When I stand before Wiper supporters, I will tell them, I've come here for one vote, and that is for presidential candidate of NASA. The rest of the votes, put them where you want, but make sure that you elect candidates who are affiliated to NASA.
Okay.
Is that not a good campaign?
I'll take a look at a clip here. The question is, how far, when did this problem with you and the party leader begin, really? This is a clip in November 2016, where Musyoka told you for supporting Raila to be the candidate of NASA. And you've heard this from other members of Wiper as well. Let's take a look.
I want to hear Kalonzo saying that.
Wacha ile anatolewa kule kwa bunge. Safari hii hakuna mchezo. Na mimi sitakubali kucheza mtu acheze na destiny ya nchi ya Kenya.
Kalonzo was not happy.
No, tell me, did he say I'm supporting Raila, not him?
I'm coming to that.
Yes.
Kalonzo was not happy because the members of the committee in NASA, the ones that Wiper now put in the committee, you were there, saying you were not supporting his cause, but Raila Odinga's cause.
Mohammed, I want to also correct you, my brother. Put that clip there where Kalonzo says
this happened.
No, I want to hear, please.
Okay, so you're saying because this happened and it was in the news and you actually denied it. You actually denied it yourself.
Back me with evidence. If he talks about removing the Surali, that one I will answer, because I've heard him saying that.
Yeah.
And what he said is this. Listen to me. Muthama, you are sitting in that committee there. Make sure that on behalf of this community, I get the flag bearer ticket. And if I don't get it, you see these people here. Last time your trouser was torn apart, but now it will be removed if that does not happen. But he was saying it jokingly. You can even see him smiling. So what I said in reaction to that was to keep quiet, because I was a member of the committee that was working on selecting the presidential flag bearer.
Okay.
I do not have gone in public and start now talking like others the way they talked, and at the end of the day they disappeared.
Okay.
When we were concluding the business, they were nowhere to be seen.
You were
because I stood and I stand, one, for the truth, two, for the country, and four, for Kenyans.
Okay.
Three, for Kenyans.
Some have interpreted your concerns with Wiper, so the reason why you were also not there to Uhuru Park when NASA was finally unveiling the flag bearer. Why weren't you there? You're a key figure. People didn't see you there.
May I tell you the truth? That is the day I started having serious differences with my party leader. And I told him things which I cannot say here. That is not for today. I told him, because I cannot go to that meeting and be given a chance to speak and speak with my anchor, I better pull out. And I pulled out. But there was no much, to lose, because we had already completed our business by picking the presidential flag bearer. And one person who speaks the truth. I cannot cheat. We had the differences, various ones, based on the selection of the presidential flag bearer. But now you can imagine, you know the problem in Africa. You never find many people like Muthama who says, if you elect that person and we are going to sit in the same parliament, I'm not going to sit with him because he has committed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crimes. Why? I'm not a leader who is looking for money. who is looking for fame. I'm a leader who goes to defend people's rights.
Okay.
And what I can stand and voice my voice.
Ultimately, because you had these accusations that you were supporting Raila within that committee, because you had those accusations. When we talked to you during the same time, because finally we saw it's Raila who was the flag bearer and Kalonzo Musyoka's running mate. At the same time, during the same time last year, we talked to you. This is what you said about who you know is going to be the flag bearer.
Put it.
Let's take it.
And we are not looking who is the presidential candidate.
You don't know the
and there is no, we already know
who it is.
Yes, who he is.
You already know.
We already know.
As Wiper or as CORD?
We know as CORD who is the presidential candidate.
So the person who you knew, is that the person who became the flag bearer?
By that time we had only 3 principals, by the way. We had
Raila, Kalonzo, and
Wetangula. But now, Mohammed, let me ask you. When I have 3 candidates in front of me, and I know they have been elected by Kenyans, a place there for us to pick one, my goodness. Can I walk without having one in mind?
Of course you can.
Yes.
You have an opinion.
Yes.
So my question is that person who you had in mind there, was it the same person who won?
That's my secret. You don't know who was in my mind. Because this now was chosen by 12 committee members. That time, we were just 3 of us. It was myself, Esel, and Orengo. So, this is a different scenario where we are working from now.
So that's your secret.
Maybe it was Kalonzo. Maybe it was Wetangula. Maybe it was Raila.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, we came up with a presidential candidate who is going to be the Jubilee on top.
Okay. Finally, we saw Kalonzo Musyoka today reaching out to you, saying this can be resolved. Some other Wiper party leaders, some were obviously disappointed with you. Are you ready to mend fences with them?
You know,
with your party leader?
Kalonzo spoke his mind. He never reached me. I don't know what he said. I did not hear what he did not call me to tell me this is the way we are going. I still have my stand, which is this. As long as you mistreat anybody in this party, whoever is doing that is not incumbent with Muthama. That one you can take it to the bank now and tomorrow, whether I'm in that party or outside that party, whether I'm in that leadership or outside leadership. The truth is this: you respect everybody's rights, you have Muthama to work with. You try to deny anybody's rights, you part ways with Muthama. That's my position.
Okay.
And I'm not changing about that.
Senator Muthama, we wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much for making time for us for the big question tonight. Keep talking to us. The hashtag is the big question. On Twitter, you can text us on 22422. We're back after this break.